Alright guys, welcome back again to another exciting one. So today we want to take a look at how to describe our data with some statistical tools. You might be wondering, why are we using statistics? The reason why we need statistics is that the genesis of machine learning even starts from statistics. The algorithm we're using starts from statistics. You don't need to master statistics before you start, coding in Python and start bringing some advanced statistical calculations. You just need to call a particular method and it's going to do all of those things for you 100%. And that is exactly what we want to do now. We're going to use describe methods to bring out some statistical features in our data. So what we're going to use is that we're going to use Titanic data set, and I have successfully done that at your back. So I created a data frame and I import it with the pd.read_csv. We've been doing that all and all, so we don't need to do it again. So what I'm going to do is that I want to state if this particular data is available. The data frame is available and I'm pasting it right now. You can see I'm running the code. So the moment I run the code, I can see that the data is available. So though we have some missing data in there, but that is not really the big thing. What we want to do is I want to use describe to bring in our data. So what I'm going to do is that I want to use describe, and the name implies describe. So the moment I bring it in, I'm going to run the code and you can see it gives me the count, it gives me the mean, it gives me the standard deviation, it gives me the minimum, it gives me the 20%, 50%, 75%, and even the maximum. So I don't need to start racking my head and thinking about this. So what can you observe from this? Please, you can see that the P class is all of the count of P class is 1309, and we have the survived is 1309. The SIBLS, SP, which is obviously we've actually known from the previous classes, and P patch. So this one is just telling us that the count, you can see the count is uniform. So it's telling us the mean, that is the average. It's telling us the survived, the people that survived, and it's telling us some things, and it's giving us the standard deviations, and also it's telling us the survived standard deviations, and it's telling us the minimum, and this is the minimum of all of the columns. So this is the column. You can see this is the column, and these things is actually explaining the column, the standard deviation of all the column, the minimum of all the column, the 25% of all the column, and the 75% of all the column. So that's what it means. So but this has one comma. It's not like it's a comma. It's at default. The describe functions normally focus more on the one with calculations. So how can you now find the one without calculation, like objects, something like text, or something that has to do with numbers, text value? So anytime you heard about object value, it makes text value in Python. So what if we don't want to deal with calculation? We just want the one with text. So how can we do that? And that's exactly what we're going to take a look at in the next video. So what I want you to understand here is that describe breaks it down for us to help us to quickly identify things in no time. So when you start, analyzing data, and you're thinking about to get into machine learning or artificial intelligence, creating your own deep learning neural networks, and you should be able to understand the genesis so that you'll be able to master how to use some algorithm, mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, and all of these things really matters if you're creating your first machine learning model. So okay, we have algorithm out there. You can't create algorithm, you can only use them through some libraries, which obviously that is beyond the scope of this course. However, what we want to take a look at today is understanding that describe is a powerful method that we normally use to get the data set that has to do with calculations, numbers. So in the next tutorial, we're going to deal with how to figure out the describe of all the data that has to do with text or objects. And until then, see you in the next one. Bye.